Hey, what's up? So, it's another day of working on the Saab, so just a little bit more in depth on this engine. So this engine, it uses the foundation. It's essentially a Triumph Dolomite engine block, and Saab just made it better. So I don't know if it was because they had better quality control or tighter tolerances, but it was just more reliable in this application versus the Triumphs. You'll notice the fan belts and everything are in the back. Clutch flywheel is in the front. So this engine is essentially turned backwards and then tilted, and it fits pretty nicely in this engine bay. There's plenty of room to work with. In this front, it's double wishbone suspension, which is awesome. All right, I'm gonna switch gears for just a second. I do want to do a compression test on this engine. So I removed the fuel pump fuse, so it should not be spraying fuel. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off the cover. Obviously the spark plugs will be there, and then we'll run the test and see where we're at. Ideally, these cars should be at about 165. So yeah, that's more than enough pressure. All right, so we're gonna go on, do 2, 3, and 4. This one's good too. So today we're back with the Saab. Yeah, so the plan of attack is to paint this so it matches this color. It's just going to be a quick spray can job. I don't need this to look really fancy or anything like that. I just need it to do the trick and to last me for at least a year. Yeah, so I took off the spoiler. With that, whoever had it last time, they used a bunch of wood screws to hold it down, which doesn't really work out too good. But yeah. I had an angle grind some of the brackets off. They were on there really good, and the screw would just spin indefinitely, and like there was no way to really hold it, so I just cut it off. And that's a wrap. I let this thing dry for about 2 days. I threw on some clear coat, wet sanded it with some 3000 grit, and put some new polish wax. So we got 3 layers of that stuff on. I didn't want to make it too bright. I mean, I could have buffed it and polished it, but you know, I kind of wanted to match the old paint that's on it. This Talladega red, obviously this one's a little sun-beaten, so it's really not that far off of a difference, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, no, all things considered, considering I think I spent like $60 on supplies, it wasn't too bad.